Oh yeah, Jimmy. You know what day it is today, Jimmy?
The greatest day of the history of mankind.
From a statistical point of view, that's probably true, right? Like more data is getting created today than any other day in all of mankind. We are progressing at an exponential rate. So technically, probably mathematically, that's actually true. Granted, tomorrow will also be that day, and so will the next day, and so will the next day, and so will the next day. So that is accurate. I was gonna say it's day 2 of R-Planet and Uplift, like making out. Is that weird? I made it weird, but it's true. R-Planet is in us, Jimmy.
It's getting weirder.
Yeah, it's definitely getting weirder.
I'm not the bubble. 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 I'm not the bubble.
So we were gonna play some tunes, but Bob's here. He's like, I don't know, man. Jimmy, like it was. I created some weird sexual tension earlier, but like, I think, like freaking me out. Like that's like it's probably gonna get like even weirder.
Wait, why? What are you talking
Sorry.
about? What happened, guys? Am I coming in on something weird?
Well, I was talking about no. Well, okay, yes. When we opened the show today, I was like, I asked Jimmy if he knew what day it is today, and we had this big long conversation about it being the best day of all mankind, which is potentially mathematically true. And then I said, this is actually day 2 of R-Planet and Uplift, like, making out. And then I might have yelled that R-Planet was in us, Jimmy. and then I made it weird. And then I played the thing. And then you show up with all like hair down. I'm like, not into dudes, but also like every time I see Jimmy, every time I see those gifs of you as a chick, I have like deeply weird feelings. It's not okay. Like it's like this. I don't understand my feelings right now.
I was just
weird feelings.
I was just gonna question that dude thing because I'm really not sure anymore.
I mean, like I like to be philosophical about it. It's funnier, but yeah, no, I like girls too much. Sorry, dudes.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I'm a girls kind of guy myself. But,
yeah, it is what it is. They're just so nice. This is gonna get
girls.
weirder if I don't shut
Girls
up.
Are just,
So
I know.
we're already getting questions. Where do I upgrade my R-Planet lens? You go to rplanet.io, you go to inventory, and you click Uplift. It's like slick as hell. So I was gonna right. I was gonna play some more tunes so we could share this out to some more places. Does anyone have?
Share some
tunes? All right.
And let's get this link out and
just want to
do this.
Want to set the mood.
Gratitude rising up from the ground. A gratitude rising up from the ground. A gratitude rising up from the ground. A gratitude rising up from the ground. So light it up, burn it down. So light it up and burn it down. Gratitude rising up from the ground. Light it up to burn it down. Gratitude rising up from the ground. Light it up, oh light it up, oh light it up, oh light it up. Light it up, burn it down. Gratitude rising up from the ground. Light it up, burn it down. Gratitude rising up from the ground. Light it up, burn it down. Gratitude rising up from the ground. So light it up.
Sorry, I clicked the stop share button because I'm a dork. I'm just like clicky, clicky, clicky. I'm just clicking all over the place trying to get this out to everybody. Anyway, freaking love that tune.
I know, it was so good. I was into it.
So we did a thing, Bonds.
What we did it.
We did it. It's like starting now. I got to test last week. I got to test the first NFT. There was so much confusion about this too. Like, where's my Uplift NFT? No. Question number one. You know, what happens when you upgrade an R-Planet NFT? What happens is coordinates and all the information that the Uplift needs to understand your R-Planet NFT as an Uplift NFT gets added to your R-Planet NFT. So if you upgrade your R-Planet Land NFT, you'll be able to go to the attributes and you'll be able to see the location in a super slick UX user interface thing. You can actually, once you upgrade your land, you can actually see the coordinates in your R-Planet inventory as well, which I thought was quite a nice touch, frankly. It's good stuff.
I have a feeling this might be a first where metaverses collide.
I don't know.
That's what I was saying. I literally said in the article, you know, it was like, and who knows, maybe I'm wrong, but it sounded like a good thing to claim, but I'm pretty sure it is accurate, and that it's the first time that, like, you know, you have an NFT that grants you land rights in two completely separate, you know, metaverses, so to speak, or two different platforms, and with those granting you the rights of each of those simultaneously from the same NFT. It really is amazing.
Well, I like the fact that you actually have to be active to get it to work in both metaverses, right? You can't just hold it in your wallet. You actually have to upgrade it. You have to actually go through that active process to utilize, you know, things within these ecosystems, these tokens to upgrade it. So I think that's really cool.
No, that's a great point you bring up, Jimmy, because that was actually one of the questions we had, and I know Corey and I were kind of like hashing out some of these details yesterday, and I wanted to make sure everybody, you know, kind of knew what they were gonna have to do, because I think we got that question a lot. Like, what you know, is it totally passive? Do I have to do something? Do I have to sign up? You know, what do I have to do to be collecting those rewards? So maybe I'll let Corey kind of explain this, but yeah, you do have to actually take an action to start getting those rewards, and no, those rewards aren't live yet, but when they are, you will have to make an action. So Corey, why don't you explain to everybody what they have to do?
Yeah. So for Uplift rewards, we tested out our reward system, and just so everybody knows, the rewards that we give out are player rewards. If you're in the actual Uplift itself, of course, you need a Minecraft Java account. Minecraft Java, no, there is no exceptions. You need a Minecraft Java account. Register that at enter.theuplift.world with your Wax account. So player rewards, you get rewarded just for walking around. The more you kind of travel around and wander and explore, the more you're going to get rewarded. When we turn this reward system back on, we dropped a couple weeks ago a little test thing. We've been testing the reward system, and it takes some work. So it's gonna go live hopefully later on this month. But we'll see. So anyway, players get rewards now. Landowners, including now all of the R-Planet landowners who have upgraded their land. If somebody walks across your land in Swineland, you actually get a reward for that, right? Now, for the player rewards and the active land rewards, where people are walking across your land, you're going to have the option to choose between Upliftium, which is going to be your in-game currency, and the rewards pool, which is a combination of wax and Aether. Because, of course, part of this big collab that we did with R-Planet, every time you spend $5 million on an upgrade, half of that goes to the Uplift rewards pool that's going to end up benefiting the entire Uplift. Which I'm a huge fan of. I think that's super fantastic, right? So basically, just wandering around, players are going to earn, Upliftium or Wax or Aether, depending on how much they want to get from each one. Again, when all this stuff goes live, again, hopefully later on this month, and landowners are going to get rewarded for people walking over their land. Now, there's to claim this, you'll need a Minecraft account. That is registered at enter.theuplift.world. And there will be a claim button. Again, nobody needs to rush. Nobody needs to go crazy. None of this is turned on right now, right? So this is going to be coming in a little while. And that Minecraft account requirement is something we're looking at making go away, because we realize that there are people that are going to have a lot of NFTs, not even just the land NFTs, but some of the NFTs that we have that are sort of little Upliftium drips, right? That might not need a Minecraft account. They might not actually be going into the Uplift, and so we're going to be turning into a different form of registration. Hopefully that comes later this month or kind of mid-July. So right now you need a Minecraft account. You won't always. We're gonna get that fixed up so that even if you're not coming in world, you're still going to be able to get the benefits. And then to get them. Wow. You just go into enter.theuplift.world and you click claim. It's pretty easy. Now, only one more. For every piece of land that you have, and NFT, any NFT that has the little Upliftium battery on it, you're going to get a little Upliftium drip. And that's going to be for literally everybody. And that's just going to go right into our back office. Now, another really, really important thing. When Upliftium goes live, when the rewards go live, that's just going to be in our system. It's actually not on the blockchain natively. And so, it's going to come in as a reward. You're going to be able to spend it on stuff in game. And in about 90 days, you'll be able to withdraw that as wrapped Upliftium. And of course, you'll be able to take that wherever you want to take it. We're going to be doing that initially on the Wax blockchain, but the target is to be on 3 or 4 blockchains where you can withdraw your Upliftium 2 as wrapped Upliftium before the end of the year. What else? I know I skipped over some stuff. There's going to be some questions about some stuff. That's sort of the high level bit.
There's one good question. There's one good question in the comments that maybe you can talk about. Sure. Morton at Matt D asked, "Does land size matter?"
Yeah, I mean the bigger your land, the more chances there are that somebody's going to walk over it. Number one, and
it's not the length of your land; it's the girth. That's what I've been hearing.
That's I mean, somebody had to say it. I'm just really glad that it's you. And yeah, I think there's a good possibility that Upliftium drip is going to depend on land area, right? So if you have a bigger piece of land, there's a good chance that the passive rewards will be bigger. We're still working on all those numbers. It's a good question though.
So yeah, so there is no guarantee that just because you have more land, you're going to get a bigger reward. It all depends on what you do with the land. It all depends on how many people visit.
That's the way to do it. Like, again, I think having bigger land, I think that's a possibility. Certainly, having more of them will.
Yeah.
Right. Like then land size kind of works as rarity, right? So if you have like a 200 by 200 piece, that might be like having an epic in R-Planet. By the way, I broke my streak again the other day. Got like a little epic calculator. I was real excited about that. I was like, again, 7 deep. I get more comments than anyone. It is amazing.
No, I think I'm like the king of comments.
What's your biggest comment streak? What's your biggest comment streak?
Oh man, I guess I don't know. I couldn't.
Yeah, mine was 15. I was getting traumatized. Yeah, 15 in a row. That's why we started having seances on the show every time I was gonna upgrade anything, and they started killing virtual chickens, which worked because I did get it uncommon that time. Yeah.
So anyway, I need to go kill some chickens. Basically, is the deal.
Yeah, you need to get into the Uplift and kill some chickens. There are some chickens there. You can kill digital ones, which.
Oh, you got to kill. Okay, cool.
We don't
Now,
have
what
to kill
about the
digital.
villagers? I've been hearing about how you can like basically round up villagers on a boat or something and trap them.
Yeah. So it's funny, dude, right?
Or...
Like a 45-year-old dude. Like, I did not think that my life at this point would be like, please stop stealing other people's villagers.
Right.
was not really on the thing that I thought we would say. So you can kind of corral them and walk them around. Now people are also, if they have villages on their land, and that's pretty rare, they're like wallowing them in and like trying to get them, because you can like, trade with them and upgrade them the more you trade with them, so that you get more emeralds, and it's like a whole freaking thing, right? To the point where people were building houses around collected villagers that they probably stole from somebody else. Not pointing any fingers. I don't know actually if any of that happened, but people are using something called an ender pearl to teleport into other people's houses, right? Because you can't, break in, because there's no way you can sort of build on or take any, destructive action on a piece of land that isn't yours. It's kind of the whole point. But use this ender pearl, you get into their building, and then you can like trade with their villagers. And this started a big, huge freaking kerfuffle, and just like, oh my god, it was ridiculous. But it did lead to a pretty intense.
I don't know what the I don't know what the qualifications are for that, but I just love the comment. So thanks, Cinderella Man.
Okay, work in the uplift, please.
I mean, there should be like a little like, please don't. It's like in the parks, it's like don't feed the animals. It's like, please don't abuse the villagers. If you're gonna trap them, make sure they're well fed and taken care of. And
well, we actually had a lot of fun in the Genesis map. When we first started, like the original map, like before anyone was here, and it was just a bunch of communities building, and we had like a bunch of jokes like that. But I mean, when it becomes when it becomes something that people are actively paying for, then it becomes problematic in a way, right? And so I want to go back to this because I keep saying it. I mean, I think there's shades of gray, but like, if you steal all of somebody's animals or you take all of their villagers, you're a dick. Hard line.
Yeah. Like, don't steal everyone's villagers. Like,
it's super lame. It's like super duper lame.
Yeah.
Another thing. So now you can get onto to Swineland, getting your Minecraft Java account, and go to the Uplift.world. Click on the Getting Started link in one of the drop-down menus, and it's going to tell you everything you need to do to get in there. It's a lot more efficient than just pinging the Discord or whatever, saying, "Look, what do I do now?" Just, even though you can do that because everyone's going to anyway. We really did list all that stuff out. You can go to there. To everyone that does go to the Getting Started page, I fucking love you. You're a good person. Jesus, it's amazing. Anyway, yeah, it's super smart. So you can go to Swineland. You can travel out and find your land. And there's some descriptions about how to do that. Always, you can ask for help in game on how to do that as well. And to do that, just hit the T key, the letter T key on your keyboard. That brings up the chat, and then you can be like, "Hey, I'm a guppy. Help me out." And there's a lot of people there that will. They'll give you hints and kind of let you know how to do stuff. I was talking to Nazar actually Bonds yesterday. He was walking out to his plot really, really far. He was out like in the boonies, which is great. My the test one that you guys made for me was out in the boonies too. I had to walk down there twice because I was signed into the wrong account. So I got my alpha wings that day. By the way, I'm easily amused. Nice. So Nazar was way out in the boonies, and he goes out there and he gets there, and it's like 97% water. He's like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to ask you about. Actually, that was on my list of what's up with these water plots. I saw somebody was actually pretty upset about it. They're like, "Yeah, I spent all this money. I got a plot in the middle of the ocean. I didn't even think that was possible." But we actually we used a seed, which basically like you use a seed to like we picked we minted basically a bunch of different worlds and picked the one with the least possible water. The bigger one with 0 water is really hard to do. So if you get water, it's the thing that just happened. You just got like an ultra common. However, what you're going to find is the community that is on survival maps is really, really intense. So you're going to find people that are willing to come and help you to build some stuff, to create some ways to farm the things that are down at the bottom of the ocean, which other people are going to need. There's ways to make that a really, really fun experience. And it might just take a little bit longer. It might take a little bit of help, but it will be cool.
Yeah, it's happened in Chicken Caw. It's happened in London. Like, there's a lot of really good people out there that like, people are popping in Telegram and they're saying like, what's going on? Like, I got all water. What am I supposed to do with this? And without fail, within 2 minutes, there's probably 3 to 4 people saying, what's your plot? Where are you? When we be in game, I'll come and drop you off some resources, some gravel, some stones, some dirt. Wow. So it's like, I think you'll see that happen with you know, a lot of the people who are porting over to Swineland as well. And it's a really cool experience, like Corey said. You know, it's.
So another question I have. So you guys have do you guys have a specific? Where's most of the conversations like this happening? Like you know, like you just said, if someone in that other land ends up on water, they make a comment. Where are those comments getting seen and replied?
So
where can we
so
send
yeah,
people?
again, if you're in game, hit the T key. It brings up the chat.
Right, in chat,
right?
In-game
And
chat. Okay.
then you're and the chats are world specific, right? So if you're in Genesis, you have a Genesis chat. If you're in Swineland, you're actually just going to be talking to people that are on the Swineland map at that time. If that doesn't work, I mean, like the sometimes people are chatting in the Uplift Discord or in the Uplift World Telegram. And sometimes people get lucky that way too. But I think the way that I've seen most people getting the most help is just by chatting actually in the game and just being like, help, I need help.
Yeah, you know, and it's awesome to hear that people are like really helpful and you know, that's what communities are about, right? This is like finding a place where people can gather, help each other, whatever, right? So yeah, because I saw, you know, and of course you know, reading it, it's like, you know, I can imagine people are like discouraged if you get a plot and it's literally like in the middle of the ocean. You already have no idea what you're doing. Now you like feel like, oh, why is anyone gonna come to the middle of the ocean? But you think like, you know, maybe like I don't know, I had this vision that almost like, you know, Waterworld style where people like build these like maybe people build this like Dubai style where they make it is
island. Inevitable.
Yeah, like
absolutely,
they make the ocean into this cool island, which could then be like an actual destination. So it almost occurred to me like maybe people who, you know, there should be like a water world, you know, on the Discord or something, set up one of the sub chats to be like you know, we're the ocean people, we're the water world, and you know, and then maybe you know, someone could make a service out of like, hey, let's work together, let's, you know, the land people can help out the water people.
Yeah, everyone, rewind this 45 seconds, right? Because we were just talking about the people finding challenges, water. Oh my goodness, what do I do? It is more challenging to build on water.
Right.
And there are people like Bonds. Sorry, Bonds, close your ears. There's people like Bonds who are like, oh man, we should get people together. We should build something amazing. We should get a community around it. We can make something that's even better than the bullshit on land. And. Like, be like Bonds, right? Like, because that's the whole point, right? And there's people that I think, you know, getting used to you know, getting an NFT and just getting like you know, money showered on their face. I don't know who would do that. R-Planet. But you know, the Uplift is a little bit different, right? It's basically going to require, you know, some work if you really want to make it something, right? That's kind of the whole point, right? There's going to be some passive rewards, but the active rewards are going to blow those out of the water, period, right? And there is challenge, but there's also like a lot of community, a lot of people that will help you out, and a lot more opportunities to be creative and to make something of it, right? And somebody, to your point, Bonds, I think there's going to be people that once the maps go live, which is, you know, something that we're working on over the next quarter, you're going to be able to have maps and be able to like make bids on whatever you want. You're actually going to be able to see, okay, this is a water plotter, this is my neighbor, or whatever, right? So a really entrepreneurial person who will get super good at building on water and survival maps and start buying up all these pieces of land from people that just want to offload them and maybe go and try and buy something somewhere else and make bank, right?
And can we contract Yoshi to do like a digital vinyl called like "We Are the Water People"?
Yeah, or airdrop something specifically to the water people, so like people actually want the water plots because you're getting those special airdrops. If you
hey, we are actually doing. This
was really interesting because
Jimmy, I gotta cover this just real quick because this is something we're also hoping to have launched this month is recording actions on chain, right? So the first one is going to be you put a sign up on your land, and maybe that sign says like "I'm a water plot," right? And if somebody comes up and punches that sign, that action is going to be recorded on chain with their Wax wallet and the Wax wallet of the person whose land that is, right? So people like Crypto Monkey, Water Land Association of Uplift.
Yeah.
You know, it could end up doing exactly that, right? If you're walking across, they could have like a whole thing where there's, you know, 100 of these signs out there, and if you punch them all in a day, you get an NFT or something, right? Like there's going to be like a zillion things that we can gamify that way.
So, and getting quickly back to, I kind of had a thought, and you were mentioning like the entrepreneurial aspect of people being good at building on the water. There's definitely like opportunities there too, because, you know, I'm sure someone who ends up with a water plot, if they don't, it's like obviously you can ask for help, but it's like maybe it also provides for the people who are good at building and who know how to maximize those plots. They could make a business out of that, or say, hey, I'll build you a super sweet platform, trade you for whatever, someone could offer up services and
that's happening
make a job.
all over the place.
Really?
Abby 9000 was the first person who I saw get hired. The Hustle House hired him to start building on his plot, and like Avi's crazy good. Like the stuff that he builds is insane. But there's at least another 10 people building in the Uplift now, and teams of people building in the Uplift now that are pushing that level of awesome. So yeah, if you get in the Uplift World Telegram channel or Discord and start like pinging people asking, somebody will make a deal for sure.
Well, and there's shops that are selling like starter packs, in wax. We're gonna have an interview with one of them next week. There's people who are like flipping lands already, which I think is really cool. Like they're going in, they're picking up lands, they're building like a little house, like a little starter kit, like doing something and then flipping it. Like it's really interesting, like to be in the middle of it and see what happens. And I think even more, what's more interesting is one of the questions we get like a lot of new people that are coming in saying, well, like you guys just keep creating like new servers, like you're creating new worlds, you're creating new servers. But I need most of them, just because I've kind of been here from the beginning as part of the team, but also just like why I want to be part of the team is because I like going in there and fooling around. Like I like building shit, even though I've only been doing it for 2 months. It's fun, right?
You know what it reminds me of? The people that are worried about more servers. When R-Planet had like 5 or 6 projects listed, and you guys added another one, and they're like, "Oh my god, you keep adding projects!" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! Just shut all the way up! Just take your mouth and duct tape it shut."
It was after the after the first rig sale. People swore that the second rig sale was going to totally destroy the game. Ether's going to totally crash.
Yep, I was there for that.
You're ruining this. You're ruining this whole game. You guys had a good thing going, and now you're going to ruin it. That's what people told us.
And here's the thing: like for those people, and like watching R-Planet, you guys are really, really good at this, right? You want to make sure that there's enough new things coming on, so that the people that are scrambling to get started have something to do. Right? Because if they don't do that, if they don't provide an on-ramp for people, all the shit that you guys have right now actually will start to go down in value because there's not enough buyers coming into the system. Right? And so, we have to manage that. And again, like for the Uplift, we've got, land coming on board. But every time we put a new map out there, there's at least 50 projects or an entire game's worth of people that are coming along with it. Like, we're not dumb. We do have a bit of a plan, right? So anyway, dude, I remember that though. Like the second rig thing. Oh, it's not going to sell out. Everything's going to be terrible. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, you can sit down now.
Well, and the interesting thing to see too is like if you're here for long enough and you're paying attention to what's happening, all of these different worlds are like essentially creating like they've become like they've got their own character in a way, right? Like and it's hilarious at times, right? Like I like Chicken Caw is awesome. It's really cool. There's like basically 4 groupings that are kind of like keeping to themselves at this point in time, but like there's like really cool things that are happening in all of those 4 groups. But then you pop into a Londum server, and the Londum guys are just like, yeah, man, we're like the real survivalists. Like we built this shit with mobs enabled, getting our asses blown up. Like you've got like it's great.
It's like a huge pride thing in Londum.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
hardcore.
And it's all this really positive, positive harping on one another, like in other worlds, because there's a lot of people who have plots in both lands. But it's really interesting to see like the tendencies that people choose and where they go. And I would imagine like some of these people who are on water plots, like in Swineland, they're going to be the ones that are just like, yeah, we're the water people and we fucking killed it, right?
Yeah. You remember Jimmy, the first people that started walking when it was all one big contiguous map, the first people that started walking from Cathedral 2.0 all the way out to where we had Genesis before, like it took an hour and a half to walk. Like it took a really, 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 really long time. And those people all ended up just having a massive chip on their shoulders. And I was totally here for it. So like, yeah, they tried hard. They did good. Anyway, I wanted to give Blockhead Builders a shout out. They've actually been hiring themselves out to build a few things in the Uplift so far. I would definitely look into it. If you're watching this and you're like, I need to, I'm looking at hiring somebody to build something amazing. I've seen some of their builds. They're all really crazy. awesome. Blockhead Builders, you can find them on Twitter, just whatever. They're totally good. I did want to get to one question, because I kind of know some of the things that might be possible about it, but I'm really curious about this as well. Morton asked Bonds, after all the elements are found, what will Aether be needed for? And also, like, just let me know, just whisper it in this ear over here. How do you make Upliftium again?
Dude, if I wish I knew, honestly. If it were up to me, like, I think of what's uplifting me, the ingredients would probably be something along the lines of music, pipe, cannabis, and energy, something like this.
Right? Like this, or like blockchain, music, and cannabis and plasma. I don't know. Right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, but honestly, I have no idea. I don't know any.
No, it's good. I'm glad they don't tell you, because that would be burning a hole in my brain if I knew.
In fact, nobody knows. I mean, it's really only 2 people know, and they only know half of each. And
really, oh man, that's amazing.
Sure. Nobody really know. Yeah, nobody really. There's nobody.
I didn't know you guys had compartmentalized that. That's tight.
Yeah, so it's only Nazar. It's only Nazar and the one lead dev, and basically between the two of them, they know they could together, collaborate but obviously it's not in their best interest to be trying to.
Oh, of course not. Yeah.
Place, so
for sure.
But yeah, as far as dude, I know Upliftium is a crazy one, because I mean everyone assumes because it's at because it's like at the very bottom of the elements list that it's going to be the most expensive. But I don't know that that's necessarily true, because it was added after most of the elements. So like it may or may not be super expensive to create. However, it's going to be super valuable to create, because as everybody knows, the first 10 people or may or may not know, the first 10 people to actually generate that NFT are also going to get a land plot completely for free. No boosting necessary. So like, that's right off the bat, like creating that NFT is going to be super valuable if you're one of the first 10 people to do it. So I kind of like, I'm always like very kind of anxious that like, I want to keep like Aether always kind of on standby. And I always want to have some of the elements that I think could possibly be in it, but I honestly have no idea what's going to be in it.
That's smart.
But yeah, that's going to be a really like sought after one. I mean, obviously when whoever discovers it, like if they're really smart, they're hopefully going to be able to make, ideally if it was me, I'd be trying to make a couple of them before word got out. But
yeah, exactly. Make as many as you can right off the bat.
I think everybody kind of tries to do that, but also you have to have the elements ready to do that and the Aether ready to do that.
And and so when I was talking to Nazar initially about all this stuff, right? He's like, these things, it's going to last at least a few months. I think it's awesome how long, this sort of phase has lasted. And it, is still going on and seems to be going really strong. But to Morton's question, what, after all the elements are found, what will Aether be used for?
I wasn't trying to dodge your question. I was actually
no, of course not.
Find my way back to that. So yeah, because you guys have to understand, like, Aether is the lifeblood of this entire thing, right? This whole thing started with, hey, come stake your NFTs here, and we're going to give you this token, right? And at the beginning, people were like, why would I care about having this token? And it's like, like there's so much that people don't know that's like in the works. Like this token is going to be the lifeblood of like not just this ecosystem in phase 2 and phase 3, but like it's going to be the lifeblood of this whole thing that's going to be growing. So like, trust me, like Aether will always be important, but obviously the most obvious thing that everybody literally already knows that seems to often forget is like how important it's going to be to keep making these elements to grow your robot army. This whole next phase of the game with these robots is actually going to be really cool. I've seen all these different like the robots themselves are actually really cool. People are going to be really into this. Like, and of course, all these things that we're making are like going to be key to building out. And it's kind of, we've always told people that like making all these elements, this all started on the spaceship, right? All these animals are on the spaceship. They're trying to make all the things we're going to need to build a new world when we get to the R-Planet. And now, the ships have started arriving. There's mining happening on the R-Planet. We're still working on building the elements. These elements are going to all be super important, and everyone's going to see like really soon exactly how important Aether really is going to be. But also don't forget, everybody, that there's more things coming, including the quote unquote super secret, which is actually I don't want to be dropping any Thune TM soon trademark, but there's people are going to be super stoked really soon on this whole direction of this whole game, and I don't think people have any idea like how cool what's coming really is. But really soon, sooner than later, people are going to be like, oh, okay, I get this now. And I have a feeling people are going to be like really excited to be holding Aether and to be generating Aether, and they're going to see how much of a use case it really has. So yeah, you know, just like at the beginning, people were unsure of what this whole thing was, and then, you know, and rigs were $5 on the market, and nobody really cared. And you know, the packs, you know, it's like, I think, and you know, our dev team has continued to, you know, kind of surprise everyone, and this whole thing has kind of grown, I think, more than what most people thought it would originally. And so I would just say that, like, you know, people should remember that that's kind of what we do, and to kind of keep that in the back of your mind, that you know, we're not, just like you guys kind of said before, like, you're not just kind of like winging it, like making it up as you go along. There is actually a plan, and you know, it's not like all this hasn't been, you know, kind of planned ahead of time. And obviously there's a direction, and yeah, Ether will continue to be super important.
30, 40 some odd years old people, you know, planning how to fight robot wars with a bunch of animals on a spaceship. I mean, the future really has arrived.
It's funny too. Like,
Pigs in Space has now become a reality.
Yeah, Pigs in Space. That's really. It's clear that R-Planet works backwards from that one joke.
Nick paid me off in Aether, like a ton of it, to let me in. Do you know why today is a special day as well, Bonds? Because Nick's going to tell you.
Let's hear it.
Today happens to be a very special day because of the fact that, well, you know, there's been a lot of new innovation going on with the Uplift World and stuff like that. But the biggest innovation happens to be the fact that this man known as Corey is now 1 year older today. It is his birthday today. What? So therefore, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Corey. Now give me a raise right now.
So if we were to give you a raise,
Yes.
it would not be for being the best server monkey we could have ever asked for, making a distributed server architecture that is going to be able to put as many players in the Uplift almost right now as Decentraland has players, right? So, like, obviously Nick is a superstar for that. You're totally a superstar for that. But you guys, let's talk about, like, some innovations. Wow. Nemesis is coming out this month. I thought it was going to be months from now. Most of you guys probably don't even know what the fuck that is. But I'll tell you this right now. For those of you that have water plots in Swineland, and you're like, oh, I can't get any wood. There's no bar. I need a boat, right? Nemesis is going to be your best friend. And that's all I'm going to say. And it's all, like, I shouldn't say all Nick's fault, because, like, a bunch of people talked about it, but Nick would not fucking let this go at all. And it's why this is coming now and not, like, 3 to 6 months from now. It's going to be real good and scary, but also good and scary.
Oh, and another present for everybody. The 2D maps are back.
Are they back right now?
Yes. Go to Word. Hold on a second.
Birthday to me.
And they're sweet. They've got, like, different views, different angles. There's one on the Chicken Call map that's got, like, a semi 3D angle. They're really pimped out. Like,
World map's got the Uplift Out World. Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead and let me share my screen, because I got it.
I'll do it. Yeah, there you
got
go.
It.
But yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, they're slick. I was checking them out earlier today. They're amazing.
Oh, this is the best. Other than the fact that I'm, like, tonight at 9, I'm going to be on a sailboat in Key West Harbor. That's the best birthday present I'm going to get this year. This might be second.
Nick, let's have a third. It'll be any NFTs you donate to Corey, which he'll probably give back to the community, because that's what he loves doing with his agent.
Yeah, if you donate any NFTs you want to donate, because we've actually, I don't know, Bonds, if we even told you this, we've been creating a community, like a family, R-Planet /everything mining rig. You know, people were donating some NFTs, so I decided to donate one of my R-Planet accounts, which is doing about 15,000 an hour, to this project. And so far, I think we're at about, like, 2,000 an hour on this new mining rig. And of course, we're going to give away all the stuff that produces. We're going to give back to the community in whatever ways that we decide to do it. Right. So if anyone wants to send me any presents for my birthday, you can send them to odncq.wham. and anything that mines, whether it's stakeable to R-Planet or whether it's going to be an Upliftium drip down the road or whatever, we're going to be leaving it in that account forever. Like it's never going to leave there. We're just going to be using the proceeds to do cool shit in the world. Anyway,
hey Nick, let's see Swineland.
Yeah, I'm actually there right now.
We are having a couple issues with the players. They might not automatically show up.
They do.
There's really not that much water. There's not that much water in comparison to the maps.
Can we do the plots
or
no?
Isn't that much. What's that, brother?
Right now on Swineland, I can't get the plot lines.
Right. That's something that the Mad Doctor is going to be tuning a little bit today. Yeah, right, cool. So it's we basically wanted to get the basic map up for y'all so you could see what the world looks like and stuff like that. So little tweaks here and there. I mean, I've got to go ahead again, take a hat off to the Mad Doctor, Dr. Wayne. He's been working relentlessly for every single person here and every single person that will view this to go ahead and be able to do this. So he is a wonderful human being, and yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, we've never seen the tower from space before. Check this
Which
out.
tower?
The Uplifter Tower.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it doesn't look like much, but it's still cool.
That is cool. So what we were looking at there, that square, that was the actual Swineland, Uplift Swineland.
Yeah, here I'll go back there. This is the entire worldmaps.theuplift.world. Then you can go to the sidebar and click on Swineland. So this is it here. Hey, your boss is actually in the world right now. What's up, though? What's going on? Yep. So yeah, this is it. I think I'm down
and how many plots? So
somewhere.
is that entire square exactly 5,000 plots?
Okay. So the rail is about 1,400, right? And of course, we're going to be selling the rail later on. But everything within it is all 50 by 50 plots that aren't like the gray lines or whatever. And that comes to a little bit over 5,000 plots.
Okay,
and
cool.
The extent that it went over, we're actually donating a bunch to R-Planet. And we've secured a few for ourselves around the center. So we could basically have like welcoming centers, and you guys can have more stuff for giveaways and right. We're going to be doing that too. So yeah, generally speaking,
yeah, and just to let you guys know, if you guys are having an issue with getting into the map, clear your browser cache and clear your cookies. That will go ahead and make sure that you get on in, because it's probably using an old set of things, and this is a brand new set of things.
I have to
eat your cookies and cash out your history.
There you go.
I like it.
I need to share this out to everyone before we go too much further. We should do some gratitudes though too.
Yeah, we haven't done it. We got so excited.
Right? It's just like the maps are like, speaking of which, I gotta hit. There's no. Yeah, so once the just Nick, so once once the grids go live again, Dr. Unani from Discord's gonna need to know that because there's like 30 projects, including have you guys ever heard of the band called Korn?
Yes.
They're waiting to figure out what land they're going to be getting in Thune, and they need the map for that. So like that's a whole thing. And Tito Ortiz, freaking MMA legend Tito Ortiz, is getting a land grant in the Uplift. Like, what the hell? Like, okay, that's fun.
Yeah. But no, but he is aware of that, and that is one of his bigger priorities on it.
Yeah, awesome. I know. I'm sure he's on it. That's awesome. It's just United's going to know that. All right, so this is me getting on Twitter. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I need to like let everyone know that maps are back because
Raul, it is a great freaking Friday. I'll give you that. I mean, it's been a really good Friday today.
It's a wonderful Friday, and Corey is giving everybody presents.
Yeah,
through us, but you're getting the presents.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Working out pretty well. That PvP map's launching this month. Like basically, like I'm like the lesson I'm learning is that even though I'm stressed out like more than I think I've ever been stressed out before, I should probably leave all the time. Just, like every time I leave, it's like stuff starts happening.
I will point this out again while we're still on the line. For anyone who might be new to the Uplift, who has been in R-Planet for a long time, and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get in the world because there were some people asking. Go to enter. Go to the uplift.world website, and there's like a kind of thing that's written there on what to do, and then basically you can get your Java account, your Minecraft Java account. Again, only Java will work. That's not on our end. That's on the Minecraft end. And go to enter.the Uplift World, and you can basically put in your information and get in and go and walk 1.5 hours to your plot and start building on water. If you're one person out of every 99, for the other 99 people, you're probably going to end up with some land. I really like the fact that it's randomly generated, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. Right?
So yeah. Oh yeah, I should pin the maps link.
I don't know if you said that yet or not, Bonds. Did you upgrade? Did you go in yet?
Not into the Swineland, no. I haven't. I do plan to do that. I've been saving up some Aether, and I do have some land in Swineland. So yeah, I can't wait to get in there. So we had one question. So Ivan's asking about a noob step-by-step guide or an FAQ. And I think I did see, I saw one of your guys dropped in our chat yesterday, like a PDF almost, with some it was almost like a step-by-step, but I don't know if I'd call it that. But I know that you guys have is there somewhere where we can send somebody or a link that we can post that's like a specific new guide? The equivalent
there's one on the Uplift World website, so I'll drop that in the chat.
Cool. Now I saw that. I'm not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I'm not sure who wrote that, but it was actually pretty well put together, and it kind of explained. It was almost the equivalent of a long form FAQ where it kind of went through all kinds of info. So maybe that link would be helpful as well.
Yeah, well, you can go to the uplift.world site, and there's like little tabs at the top that basically just go to the getting started, and all the information is there. But again, I'll drop it in the chat for anyone watching. But please share this around if you need it. And you'll be able to get like the new guide and all the information that you need. So. Something takes a part of me. I'm intrigued. ZFT blew me. I don't know who you are, but you're really interesting, and you subscribe to my Twitter, so thank you. I'm a fan. But yeah, I know, like you were asking a lot of questions before, and so we've got a bunch of things in the works. We don't have you've been asking about land sales and upcoming events. We usually don't, give a date for a land sale until we're like 110% sure that it's going to happen on that day. So there's always kind of things in the works. But if you keep your eyes peeled on this channel and our Telegram channels, you'll be aware of it. Like, we're pretty good at giving people like extended notice. I don't think we've ever not given people more than 3 days notice, just because it takes 3 days to unstake wax. So that's just a good business sense, maybe.
You would think. All right, hey, we need to do the thing. So I got to do two right now. I'm grateful for R-Planet.io and team. I mean, I've been bragging about them since like 48 hours after I saw them and finally started to understand the genius behind what they were doing. And I just still am flabbergasted. They're an amazing example of community's power and how to basically create whole new economies of scale around a freaking game. It's goddamn genius. And I'm grateful for the Bonds, who's got the best gifts in the biz. and simple. He's got gifts that will turn you on whether you're a guy or a girl. It's very confusing.
What's your favorite one?
They all freak me out. Somebody actually posted one like you were in a suit this morning, and I was just like, it's like there's dozens. Just kudos to everyone making these. Like, A, it's weird, super weird. B, very well done. Really, really good. Anyway, so Bonds, what are you grateful for in this moment?
Oh, in this moment. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for everything. I'm so thankful right now. I'm like overflowing with just like gratuity right now for this awesome team that I have around me. But yeah, so to be specific, how about I'm going to be thankful for you, and how about we leave a little happy birthday, a little commemorative. Thankful for Corey and all the work Corey's doing for this whole, not just the Uplift community, but for like Wax. Like let's all take a moment to just think about how grateful we all are for Corey and the work that Corey does for all of our communities together, cumulatively, and be thankful for Corey and wish him a happy birthday on the wall.
Thanks, man.
I mean, if we ever don't have anything to develop, I want our dev team to like create a wall that Bonds can just like fill the whole wall with the gratitude. I think that would be great.
I mean, how is that not a thing? Well, and you know what we need to do, Bonds? I'll give you membership access to the tower, and you can come put gratitudes up here anytime you want.
Oh, yeah, thanks, bro.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. All right. Jimmy, quick, say something so that we can get past how awkward that just made me feel. And also, for real, thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't awkward until you brought it up. But yeah, giving Bonds access to the tower takes it to a whole new level.
Right? Yeah. No, I love that idea.
Everyone stole my gratitude, but that's okay because I got a really good one. I'm grateful to have Corey, Bonds, and Nick in my life. I've met you all at different times. I've connected with you all in different ways. Of course, I'm grateful for other people as well, but right now you three are on the stream, and I've known you all for a really long time. And we're in crypto, so it seems like 100 years longer than just that. Yeah, it's one of the best decisions of my life to ever, befriend you three.
ZFT Bloomy Corey looks teary-eyed. I got feelings. Bonds gave me the feelings. All these guys give me the feelings. Yeah, I got some feels. I like to think of myself as somebody who doesn't require being appreciated for anything, but it sure is fucking nice.
Yeah,
it doesn't suck.
Like everybody likes to feel apprecited, man, and you're
for sure
doing a lot of amazing work. So I think it's good to recognize and give you some credit. Give some credit where credit's due. But also, having said that, your birthday, I didn't know it was your birthday, and had I known, I would have whipped up a little something. But I'll put it on my work calendar, and I'll the next time we meet, I'll have something cool to show everybody that was a belated birthday gift, and
awesome.
I'll try to make something cool with a little uplift in it.
Cool. Is it going to be something made of glass?
That's usually kind of what I do when I make stuff. So that probably
right.
I don't want to.
This is I didn't know. Like for the longest time, I didn't know that you were like a glassmith of like epic world renowned, and yet,
wow,
yeah, he makes like amazeballs shit. By the way, we all just got dropped a promo from Yoshi Drops.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think it went out to basically all the active people that were holding Yoshi coins. So like the bot accounts that got some from Alien Worlds, like they didn't get shit. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, so just real quick, Platon is a world famous photographer that's going to be doing a drop with Legend, LGND.art, which of course is the Uplift parent company. And Yoshi Drops just dropped an amazing video around what they're going to be doing with that stuff. Yeah, it's again having these Yoshi coins is gonna be money, like literally.
And actually watch that. And actually watch that video and then think about it and then watch it again, because what Platon is actually doing is pretty epic. It blew me away.
It really is. Hey, let's watch it.
Yeah, let's watch it. Freaking awesome. Like, it's
right.
It's really cool.
Share some audio. Yeah.
I've had the great privilege to have photographed some of the most powerful people in history. What happens if I take a Platon picture and strip away 97% of that visual information, and I leave you just with 3% of data? Perhaps it's the most important part of all my pictures. It's the eye. You don't know who that belongs to, and it leaves you wanting to make a judgment about what you're looking at, but you can't. Do you love this person? Do you hate this person? Is this person on the right side of history or on the wrong side of history? The question is for you to answer. My name is Platon, and this is I Love You, I Hate You. Come and find me on legend.art.
Yeah, we're dropping bombs,
That's some next level shit, really.
Right?
Wow.
Right.
Hey, you guys, hold on here.
Really like powerful, yeah. Like that was
right.
It's really powerful stuff. It's gonna
be pretty
those
good.
like words,
Just want to point something out. You guys see this? This little thing down here. Wonder what that is. Weird.
Hey, I got another question. I'm just gonna jump in while we're in between stuff. So
yeah, and then we got the huddle here, so I'm gonna have to run after this. Bond, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So last question I see here. Well, it doesn't have to be the last question, but Uplithium. This Uplithium, there's gonna be a token. So tell us about the Sublithium, and also people are asking, like, is that going to be on Alcor? Will that be a traded fungible token? And what are we going to do with this?
Upliftium is going to start as a fully in-game, not on blockchain token, kind of like V-Bucks for Fortnite, right? And the main reason for that is we actually went and talked to as many lawyers in the States and people in regulatory circles, and basically what they said is anything that you do as an in-game token, you can literally do whatever you want. So you could stake Upliftium to planets so that planet earns more Upliftium. You can use Upliftium to buy picture installs for the game. You can use it for all these different things that might have given off regulatory red flags if it was on chain. If it's not on chain, fine. Now, and then what they said, this blew my mind. Now, if you create a wrapping station and allow people to withdraw that token onto the blockchain, now that blockchain token, which we're going to call Upliftium for wrapped Upliftium, because that's fucking funny, has no power in the game. You can't do anything with it, right? People will take it to Alcor. We will never sell it, right? So we're never going to list it on Alcor, but I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's really easy to get things on Alcor, so somebody eventually will, right? And people are going to take it to Binance Smart Chain. They're going to take it to Matic Smart Chain or Matic Chain, Polygon, whatever. You're going to be able to withdraw it to a bunch of different places. Fine. Go to town, do whatever you want to do with it, move it around, store it, keep it, whatever you want. Now, anytime you want to, if you want to then get it on a swap or on any one of the exchanges where people end up listing it on, on DEXs and stuff, you can actually bring it back in. You can deposit it back in the game. And it will then do all the things that we have slated to have it do, right? So it's basically like one extra step. Like if you want to withdraw it, put it on chain, that's going to be live probably about 90 days from now, maybe a little bit more depending on how long it takes the devs to get it done. But that's around where our target is. So Upliftium is basically going to be our in-game token. It's also going to be running the in-game economy, right? People want to buy and sell glass and different nonsense or whatever. Now, granted, Buns. One thing I'm kind of tied to is I want, and I know you guys have like 18 million use cases for Aether, and a couple of the ones that that I've heard of that very few other people have heard of are like, oh my god, which is why like people are either they like people telling me they're selling minerals because you should just sell minerals right now. Like, you guys know the robots aren't live yet, right? You fucking guppies. Like, why? I don't. But I mean, do it, because I have friends who are buying that shit up like crazy. So by all means, keep selling your minerals before there's any demand for them. Fine, right? But what I was thinking is like the 3 worlds that will ultimately be R-Planet worlds inside the Uplift. Why don't we have Aether be used as the token that you buy and sell stuff with there?
It sounds like a really smart idea to me. So
okay, cool. All right, so yeah, I mean, it's basically going to be, you know, a governance token. Upliftium is going to be a governance token for the different worlds. Staking to those worlds will actually increase the amount of rewards they get from the rewards pool. You know, there's like 18 million, you know, different gamification things that we're going to be focused on once we actually get the basics working, which is just to have the rewards plugin turned on and have that stuff coming out. And again, like people are going to be able to pick for the active rewards between sort of native chain currencies. You know, you'll either be able to get Wax or Aether depending on what we have turned on that day or that week, or Upliftium, and there's going to be a slider. So you might want to do 50-50 between, you know, cryptocurrency and Upliftium, or you might want to do 20% Upliftium and 80% cryptocurrency. We don't fucking care. Have fun with it. You know, we've got like 2.2 or 2.3 million Wax in our rewards pool, and I think the rewards pool is already the second largest holder of Aether in the world. So for the Uplift, so there, you know, the whole point is we want to make sure, you know, playing actually just like makes you money, and so, you know, we're gonna just keep making ways where that happens.
And to circle back around to the Upliftium, there's something in the queue that's probably going to be hitting the website in the next day. It's an FAQ for Upliftium. It's a very basic guideline, so just check check the uplift.world website, you know, maybe tomorrow or the day after, and there should be a FAQ up there.
Yep. And I've got to dip because I've got a meeting, but before I go, I just want to say one last little thing here. Corey, once again, happy birthday to you, my friend. You are a great man. You're a person that I have known for a little bit, but through the little bit that I've known you, I feel like I've known you my entire life. Your dedication to everybody out there and your passion for this project, as well as your humor, your kindness, and your generosity is shown in all of your actions and shown in all of your deeds and shown in all of your words. So thank you for being the person you are today. Thank you for being the person you will be tomorrow. And I know that I speak for a lot of people when I say thank you for bringing the Uplift to the world. You've done a really great thing, and keep doing it, my friend, for many more birthdays to come.
That's what she said?
Cheers for that.
Yeah, like, yeah, Nick's trying to make me cry on the internet, and it's working. So fuck you. Also, dude. All right, do the chop. We got to rock and roll.